Hey everybody, it's Zach. Welcome back to Zach's Hero HQ. And guys, we are back in again with another Chill Stream Friday. Guys, this is the first Friday of the new month. Today is officially May 1st. Cannot believe that. I want to make sure everybody can hear me because that somehow happens sometimes where I think it's registering. I just want to make sure. All right, we are good. We are good. You guys can hear me. This is good. How is everybody doing? I see where they have people in here. JJ, nice to see you. Bethany, nice to see you. Uh, Noel, nice to see you. Who else? Noel, you said, hey, you missed SDCC 2026 Marvel Studios Hall H mega panel July 25th with Avengers Doomsday. Oh no, we know. Well, this is the list of movies for IMAX. This is the IMAX listing for next year. They have all the movies listed, which we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about how we have Avengers Secret Wars and Beyond the Spider-Verse, which we knew was going to be, it had an IMAX slot. We knew that the movie was filmed in all IMAX, but it's nice to see that Secret Wars is on the IMAX, portfolio. So I'm glad that Secret Wars has a spot for IMAX next year. That's very thrilling to me because and this is funny enough that this comes out today, because IMAX was trying to throw some shade at Marvel Studios for the Infinity Vision, which we're going to talk about because I talked about it for a minute over in Discord, but it just seemed very petty on what their response was because someone interviewed the CFO of IMAX, and it made me laugh and it made me chuckle about that situation. So we're definitely going to talk about that, but of course, this is the current IMAX timeline for 2027, which is really, really cool. But like I said, this is the first Friday of May. This is May, of course, it's May 1st. My birthday, I just want to just put it out there. My birthday is next Friday. I mentioned it. I think I mentioned it on the Daredevil stream on Tuesday. So I'm not sure if I will be doing a chill stream next Friday. I just want to let everybody know that now. If I change my mind, you guys will know about it. But as of right now, we are just rocking with this chill stream this week, and then possibly next week we might have one. Maybe if I have some stuff to show off, I'll probably end up doing another stream. Who knows? But I also want to let everybody know the super chats are open. My goal tonight is to hit 5 super chats. So I just want to let everybody know it is up tonight. It's always up, but I just wanted to kind of start a goal for tonight. So the goal right now is to hit 5 super chats. If we don't hit 5, that's perfectly fine. Any donation is amazing. Even if you guys are just here and you can't donate, that's perfectly fine as well. I just wanted to let you guys know the option is open for anybody that wants to do a super chat. The option is up for you if anybody wants to do it. Bethany said, hey everyone. You said, I'm good. How are you all? I'm good. Thank you, Bethany, for asking. What else? Noel, you said, I am ready for Avengers Secret Wars and IMAX. Same, Noel. I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. Next year is going to be a great time for the movies in general. Especially we have some other listings on here. Like I said, we have the Batman Part 2 in IMAX. That should be interesting. My hype level really won't skyrocket for that until I see like some promotion, but I am interested in that for sure. Beyond the Spider-Verse on that June 18th of 2027. Very excited for that. Cannot wait for Beyond the Spider-Verse. I'm glad we have a date locked in. Hopefully Sony keeps that date and we don't move that date of June 18th of 2027. I hope we keep that because it's early in the year next year when we get that. So I'm pretty happy with that. So the sooner the better, and hopefully they'll keep it. What other ones? We have Sonic the Hedgehog. That's another Sonic the Hedgehog 4. Of course, I'll be seeing that. I'm pretty interested to see where they're going to go. I didn't absolutely love the third Sonic movie, but I am interested to see what they do going in Sonic 4, especially since Amy is now going to be in Sonic 4, so that should be interesting to me. I always enjoy the Sonic movies. They are a fun time at the theater, so I am interested in that, of course. What other one? The Mummy. If the Mummy of October 15th of 2027, if this is the Mummy I'm thinking with Brandon Fraser coming back, and like the whole cast coming back of the original Mummy movies, I'm going to be very happy to sit in that theater, especially in IMAX, seeing a proper Mummy sequel that has everybody coming back, especially Rachel I think her name is Rachel Weisz, or I think I'm pronouncing that right. Um, she's coming back officially as Evie. I think that's her character name. I'm very excited just to kind of like get a proper Mummy 3 sequel. Even though I know it's crazy at the time, I did enjoy the third Mummy. That might be crazy to say at the time. Not so much anymore. It didn't age very well. I hate to say it, that third film didn't age very well. And it was a lot worse than I remember because I thought it was great when I was a kid, and I did a rewatch like a couple years back, and I was like, yeah, this movie just ain't it. So yeah, that should be very interesting. It's October too. It's the month of scary Halloween vibes. So I feel like if this is the right mummy, I'm thinking, then it's a good thing right there. You said so many great movies. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm shocked. You said I'm shocked, but I'm excited for Street Fighter. Yeah, Street Fighters this year. That should be very interesting. This, of course, is the IMAX listing for next year. What other ones do we got here? We have the Star Wars 50th anniversary. I don't know what that is. February 19th of 2027. I don't know what. Maybe just like maybe the original Star Wars. I'm not sure which Star Wars it is right there, but that's cool. Maybe I'm assuming New Hope. 50th anniversary of that. But then again, I could be wrong. I really don't. Or maybe they're playing all the Star Wars movies. And it's Star Wars in general. I really don't know. But that's cool. Those are kind of my standouts from the list. But the main ones, of course, people are definitely going to talk about. The juggernauts of this IMAX list is Avengers Secret Wars, and is Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Those are the two biggest movies on the IMAX listings that are going to do gangbusters in the box office for sure. What else? I do want to go to this, which I don't think I reposted this, but I do want to go to discussing film has it, because I do want to talk about it, about the IMAX debacle and Sony thinking they can throw shade, or not Sony thinking that IMAX thinking they can throw shade at Disney for this, or Marvel, I should say. Here we go. I don't know if this is the full thing, but IMAX CFO says that Infinity Vision is a marketing ploy. From our view, we feel it's a marketing play to try to offset the fact that they don't have an IMAX platform for Avengers Doomsday. Essentially, there was more to this, and they were like pretty much saying that the movie, like making it sound like the movie won't do well if it's not being shown in IMAX. And this is just their way to try to kind of like try to get all the box office revenue and all of like the all that, trying to get everybody to go see their movie. And this is like, and what's the word? Kind of like yeah, like in a way, like Marvel's kind of lying to the fans and just pretty much trying to make it sound like it's a better format that they have, and like not promoting IMAX. But it's like in all, like why would Marvel Studios in general try to promote IMAX in anything if the movie's not even being shown in IMAX? So all in all, it sounds very much so that IMAX is like kind of like petty, essentially, because they're not getting the promotion. And I do feel like they do realize that, yeah, they're talking like, oh, like this is the best format. This is the best format for any movie. Any other format's not good enough. It's pretty much that they think they're the top dogs when that's not the case at all. They think that, oh, if no one has IMAX, the movie isn't going to do well. Like that's half the box office revenue right there if they don't have the IMAX screens. That's not the case at all. The movie is going to perform still as well as it would have performed with IMAX, if not better, because it's a Marvel movie. It doesn't really, like, most theaters don't even have an IMAX. So also, I think it's very funny that IMAX is talking big shit when not even a lot of cities even have IMAXs. So it's actually really, like, it's funny. Like, my city only has one IMAX, and all in all, as of late, I do think I'm starting to understand what my sister is saying, where like Dolby really is the way to see a movie, especially when it comes to the visuals and especially when it comes to the sound. Unless you have IMAX enhanced the entire time in your film, or if there's a lot of spectacle sequences in the film, then I could be like, okay, then it would warrant an IMAX. Specifically, best example, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, that's shot in all IMAX. That's why Sony has the IMAX screens locked for Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Clearly, Avengers Doomsday does not require the IMAX experience. And the fact that they came up, saying like, okay, we can't get the screens. Let's promote the best alternatives with the mark of Infinity Vision. Infinity Vision, from what I understand, Infinity Vision is a stamp on theaters that are really good of formats to go see the re-release of Avengers Endgame and the new release of Avengers Doomsday. So if you see a theater, when you go in your local theater chart, or maybe it's an app that shows you your local theaters that are the best formats to see the re-release of Endgame and also the premiere of Avengers Doomsday. It might be an app that just tells you your local theaters that's good, or it might be like, okay, you scroll on your local theater listing, and it has the stamp of Infinity Vision, pretty much saying that this is a good format to go see this movie in. It seems like IMAX is jealous, because I hate to say it, Infinity Vision is getting a lot of hype. Even though it's nothing new, it's actually a clever way to let people know what theaters around you actually has a really good format, like a Dolby or a 4DX or a PTX. I think that's what Cinemark. I forget what the standard is for Cinemark. They have their own version of like a IMAX or something. Even I think Regal has their own stuff, or maybe I'm just thinking Cinemark. Maybe Regal just has Dolby and IMAX, or just IMAX. I don't know. Because I'm an AMC goer. I really don't dabble very much in like a Cinemark too much, or like a Regal. Like, it's very rare. And the one time I went to the Regal, their IMAX theater was nothing like how good our IMAX theater is. Like, our IMAX theater is way better than the Regal theater, like a city over or something like that. It's actually insane. Or I think it was a city over. I think it was like in Ohio we went to, or something. Long story short, it's just this response seems very petty, and it's like the CFO didn't even have to respond. It seems that he really thinks they're the top dog, and I hate to say it, the reason that they think this is because of Christopher Nolan. I do feel like since Christopher Nolan heavily works with the IMAX team and pretty much created IMAX or brought out the format of IMAX, and he's been like I said, ever since he did his movies in IMAX, it's like people have this notion, some people have this notion, if it's not an IMAX, it's the box office numbers are going to be bad, or if it's not shot in IMAX, it won't be nearly as good, or if I don't see a movie in IMAX, I'm not going to get that great experience still. That's not the case at all. I just specifically said a lot of movies don't even have the full IMAX ratio at all. And they might have 4 scenes that have the IMAX ratio, where it goes from, the standard definition and then it goes wide. Very much so like how they're doing in Daredevil Born Again right now, where, he has his radar sense and they go from that standard bars and then they open up the bars and go IMAX ratio, go full screen. So it's very rare. A lot of the times you get a ton of sequences and like that, unless the movie was specifically shot that way. Specific movies I can think of right now, I believe Oppenheimer was shot in nothing but IMAX. I can't remember on the top of my head if Sinners was full IMAX. I don't think it was. Then again, it might have been. Stuff like that. But they really do feel like that they're the top dogs, when it's like, I hate to say it, your IMAX isn't in every theater. You're not as top dog as you think. And it really does, they're just making it sound like they're hot shit and just kind of trying to bring down on Marvel, when I do think Marvel is actually doing something smart here. Yeah, they're not creating anything new, but they're letting people know with the Infinity Vision, what is the best format to go see these movies in. It's smart. I mean, it might, like I said, it might be marked on a Dolby, it might be marked on a 4DX, it might be marked on a 3D, just the best formats besides IMAX. And IMAX feeling not involved, it just seems very petty. And everybody even said that. It seems very weird that they made this response. And I find it funny enough that they just released the movie schedule for IMAX movies of 2027 after you came out saying that petty quote. It just is funny to me. It's just I don't know. It's just really, really funny, because yet again, we are making their platform good. They are not doing it where it's they need us. They need us as the consumer. as the viewer to want to go see a movie in their format. We don't need to go do that. Hate to break it to you, we don't need to go do it. So I don't know. IMAX. I'm kind of feeling iffy on after they kind of like tried to like act top dog. It's kind of funny to me. So I'm shocked about but I'm excited to see Street Fighter. Oh my god, the movie will be great. No matter what it's shown in. Facts. IMAX will return in Secret Wars. Yeah. IMAX is the king. Not really though, Lawrence. I just said not every city has an IMAX. And a lot of movies don't even have the full IMAX ratio. The CFO kind of was out of line. I do think he was kind of like making it sound like, oh well, they're just upset they don't have IMAX screens. Oh, their movie won't do as well because they don't have it locked in. That's not true at all. They think because Dune bought out their IMAX, they think that they chose right. Quite the opposite. They're gonna find out on December 18th. I'm glad they secured it for Secret Wars. I do think Secret Wars will probably have a lot more global scale, like a lot more scale, where of course it would make probably the most sense for that. So yeah, I want Avengers Doomsday trailer. Yeah, same. No, same. Disney was trying to get some power back. I mean, that's the thing though, is that they didn't even need to do the Infinity Vision to get power back. Like they are power. Like without Disney. Like IMAX doesn't need Disney. Disney needs or Disney doesn't need IMAX. IMAX needs Disney. Simple as that. That's the best way I can put it. Simple as that. Like the only time IMAX does well is when Christopher Nolan does a movie. Other than that, cooked. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's true. They get more money on PLF. I don't know what that is. Disney tries to bully movie theaters too, but that has nothing to do with it. It's what we're talking about right now. I just think it's weird that the CFO didn't have to say shit. That's the thing no one's realizing. The dude didn't have to say anything. He even called out Marvel fans. I forget. Like I can't even get the full quote. I might have to go to my Discord because he even said something about Marvel fans in the quote. Which I'm gonna pull up Discord real quick. Because I don't know where the full article is. Funny enough. I should have just reposted it. But I didn't. Come on. Discord. Cooperate. Okay, is this thing going to take forever? It's premium large format. Okay. Most people, like I said, don't have an IMAX screen. That's the thing. Everybody, I hope all is well. What's up with you, Zach? I'm doing good, not much. I hope all is well with you and your family. Real question is not trying to be that guy, but where is Avengers Doomsday trailer? No cap. I agree. I don't know where it is. Also, I don't know why my Discord is taking forever. Come on. There we go. That was weird. Okay. That was really weird. Go to Marvel. Okay, here we go. This was some Avengers updates. I actually will repost this too because I actually want to have it. They said, okay, so IMAX response to Disney creating Infinity Vision. You know, from our view, it's a pure marketing play to try to offset the fact that they don't have IMAX, which is smart. You expect them not to do anything. They want, because think, and again, this is what the point I'm trying to make. And what's the best way to put this? Like, I have people close to me that want to see movies just in IMAX, and trust me, I love IMAX too, but I've started to broaden my horizon where it's like I'm okay with doing Dolby because I do know this, that Dolby has better screen quality and better sound. The only thing that IMAX has is the widescreen, where when the screen goes wide for those open shots, for the IMAX shots, you feel like you're immersed in the actual film itself, which is very rare because a movie sometimes, a lot of the time, is not just filmed specifically in IMAX. It's very rare for that. Half the time, sometimes the movies are even shot in IMAX. Some of the movie isn't even in that IMAX format. But they said it's they don't have IMAX platform or brand for Avengers Doomsday. It doesn't offer the consumer anything that they couldn't get yesterday. But that's the thing also, is they want to let people know via Infinity Vision what other movie like formats they can go see the movie in that are just as good, if not better, than IMAX. I understand why they're doing it, because a lot of people had the idea like, okay, like if I can't see Brand New Day in IMAX, oh, like I'm not gonna have a good time, or I won't get that same experience. Not true. You go see it in a Dolby, or you go see it in a 4DX, or go see it in 3D. You're gonna have just as well of a time, because it's the story that matters at the end of the day. And there's other good formats out there than just IMAX. So what they're alluding to is like Disney never said it's something new. They never said that. From to my knowledge, they never said it was anything new. They just came up with a way to let people know what's a good format to go see a movie on. So already off rip, it just sounds very hostile, and it's kind of funny. Marvel fans, we believe, are among the savviest, most I think it's discerning. I think that's the word. Moviegoers out there, and there is a reason why we are the undisputed leader in premium cinema worldwide. Not worldwide. Like I said, there are cities that don't even have IMAX. So that's not true. And a lot of people that I know, I mean, I know people that have never don't even know what IMAX is. And a lot of people that also didn't even know we had an IMAX theater in my city. You're not as big as you think. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's reality. No one can match our relationships with filmmakers. Again, what the hell does that make? That doesn't make any sense. They think because they got Dune, and they think because they have Christopher Nolan, they think that, oh my God, we're hot shit. I heard also someone said that, I think someone said that IMAX's like charts for sales, I think it was last year was bad. Like they were underperforming IMAX screenings. I think I heard someone pulled up like a chart. It might have been in this comment section. Yeah. Look at this. IMAX total revenue and profit declines in Q1 of 2026, despite the big hits like Avatar: Fire and Ash and Project Hail Mary. So like I said, they underperformed. So it's like when dude is talking big shit, but they underperformed. I just find it funny. It's like you have people clapping back at you underneath your own thing. Like, that's funny as hell. Like, it's just like, bro just started yapping, thinking like, oh, if they don't have us, I hate to be the dude. You're not as big as you think. But I just thought that was funny. I just had to talk about it. Cause yeah, I love IMAX. I'm a big IMAX goer, but I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Just because I can't go see Doomsday in IMAX doesn't mean the movie is gonna kill the box office. It's gonna kill the box office no matter what format I go see it in. I'm gonna probably go see it in Dolby. I'll probably go see it in, 3D. I'm gonna see it in different formats, and guess what? You're the one missing out because you didn't want to put the movie in IMAX. That was your fault. You let I don't even know, they let their bias, like, oh, Dune's gonna probably do better. I don't know where in God's green earth the IMAX people had that idea, like, oh my God, it's gonna do better than Doomsday. No, it's not. Like, it's like, and again, they're gonna find out on December 18th. I'm telling you that right now. It's just funny. Dolby has better sound and seats. There you go too. That's also true. Their HQ is in my city. Oh, is it? Maybe you gotta go tell them, Lawrence, bro. Maybe you gotta knock on their door. Hey, Bethany, I hope all is well with you. Let me go read back a little bit. Now, 2 studios will be in dual play, Paramount and Disney. That will be dangerous if merger goes through. Yeah. Was it? We also have a 70 millimeter IMAX screen, and it's beautiful. It really depends on the movie for me. Exactly. That's what I said. It depends on how many, like actually how many shots they have, because a movie can be filmed in IMAX, but a lot of time they won't have that ratio. It's like they only have it for a couple of scenes. It depends. Wait, is Dune 3 directed by Christopher Nolan? No, no. I'm just saying that because they have Christopher Nolan for because every movie he makes gets shown in IMAX. He films in an IMAX, pretty much. Like that's his thing. And they think that because they have the Odyssey, and they think because they have Dune, like you know what I mean. It's just they think that since they have these filmmakers like of Christopher Nolan and whoever the dude that's doing the Dune movies, they think that they're just hot shit. Like it's not the case. With that said, I still will see Doomsday and Dune and Dolby and IMAX. Well, uh, you said no. He has the Odyssey this summer, which has IMAX screens over Spider-Man. Yeah. Yeah. Repeat viewings. Oh, thanks, Lawrence. No, no problem. That screen sounds huge, Lawrence. Yeah, it is. I saw Michael in IMAX, and it was so nice seeing him on the big screen. I bet you it was. I bet you that was cool. I totally like Dolby Seeds better than IMAX. I agree. I agree, and I do think the picture quality is crisper than IMAX. I like I felt like I was at a concert with 500 people. I bet you did. I bet. That's cool though. That's really really cool. What else? What else? What else? Incredibles 3. Oh, Incredibles 3 will have scenes that expand into uh 1:14:31 aspect ratio. Okay, for IMAX screens. Okay, cool. Or was it 140 or 43 was it 143.1 aspect ratio? Was this like 14:31 aspect ratio? I don't even know how the correct way to say it, but it's going to have like shots for IMAX. Simple as that. Like they could just say like filmed in the IMAX ratio, but that's fine. Dolby seats are great for those 3 hour plus yeah, 3 hour plus movies. I agree. I mean, I do love Christopher Nolan ever since Memento. That's amazing, Lawrence. What else? I can't think. Oh, okay. We can kind of go on to um, what is it? S.H.Figuarts. I don't know if anybody saw this, but they did drop the images, the first images of their brand new day figures, which do end up go. I think they're going up on pre-order on the 5th of May, or is it no the 11th? They're going up on the 11th of May of this month. So this is really really cool. I do like them. I do like them. Not gonna lie though, I already have my Marvel Legends ones already purchased, so this was after the fact. And also, I will say the Hulk looks completely different. Their version of the Hulk does not look like the same version of the Hulk that we have for Brand New Day from Marvel, coming from Marvel Legends, coming from Hasbro. The head sculpts look completely different. His hairline isn't as far back as the Marvel Legends one. And also, it just this kind of looks a little bit more like the concept art than I do think the Marvel Legends one does, specifically the hair. But I do like what I am seeing. I can I see myself possibly getting these? Yeah, probably. I could see myself possibly wanting to pick these up maybe later down the line. I think it'll all depend for me though. Whenever I get my hands on the Brand New Day Marvel Legends figures, and kind of where I'm feeling, because I do like those figures. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Yeah, there's a lot of was it? There's a lot of like not. I guess you could say repaint on the Brand New Day figure for Spider-Man. It very much seems like the end swing suit that released from Marvel Legends I think 2 years prior or 3 years prior. I can't remember when that figure came out. So there's a lot of reuse on that figure, and it is very much a repaint. I think the only thing that is different on the Marvel Legends Brand New Day Spider-Man. I think the only thing that's different is the upper torso for of course, the spider, the upper spider. And I do think that maybe a different head sculpt and it is a repaint. A lot of people pointed that out, but even when I saw the ends, even when I saw the Brand New Day Spider-Man from Marvel Legends, I was like, this looks like my end swing suit, just they repainted it. If I'm even correct, I don't even think on the Marvel Legends, I don't even think on the Marvel Legends we even have web shooters on that Spider-Man figure. Do we? They don't. Okay. We don't even have web shooters on the Brand New Day Peter Parker. So that's also surprising to me. I did just notice that now. Kind of disappointing, I will say. It's kind of disappointing. Prop, nice to see you. Okay, guys, you were flying with like stuff in the comment section. In the chat. I mean, I do love Christopher Nolan, Everson Memento. Okay, read that. Michael B. Jordan and Nolan are going to do Battlefield movie 2. That's interesting. I've been saying Dolby is better for years. Yeah, you have. What's up, Prop? Nice to see you. You said, oh, wait, I wrong. It's Christopher McQuire or Top Gun and Michael B. Jordan. Okay. Sorry I'm late. No, you're good, Prop. Nice to see you. Mission Impossible, lol, long day. Was it? I saw the Brand New Day figures look good, but they're just repaints of existing SH figure models. Yeah, I did. Yeah, like these figures for sure. Which I might actually open up a new tab so I don't have to keep searching it up. Yeah, this is very much so, which I'm going to try to get one where like I actually can slide it. There we go. We can do this one. Yeah, this is very much so the end swing suit that S.H.Figuarts came out with, just a repaint. They got rid of the sparkly blue. They dulled it down. I did see a video on it today where someone did do a comparison and be like, okay, like this is just a repaint. There isn't much really new to this figure besides I think someone said the only thing that's different is maybe the upper torso for the spider. But even then, the spider kind of, I really can't tell without seeing like a comparison of that video. But very much so, it's a repaint. It kind of looks like the same figure. They just added the web shooters, maybe a new upper torso. I don't know. And like I said, like the Marvel Legends one is a repaint too. The only thing that's different is they probably gave him a new upper torso for the spider. And then they didn't give him the web shooters. Like I said, that's really bums me out that I just noticed it now from the Marvel Legends Brand New Day Spider-Man. They don't even give him the web shooters. That's sad. Like it's kind of bums me out. I think there's a spoiler in them. The brand new Day Spider-Man is just a repaint for the final swing with web shooters, and the Hulk is the Infinity War one, but repainted, so no web shooters. Oh yeah, oof, yeah. Also, hey Lawrence, yeah, better late than never, lol, yeah. Yeah, honestly, it does bum me out. I just realized the fact. I mean, I know later in the film, again, if you've seen the trailer, you know he's going to get organic webs. Maybe for a minute of part of the movie. Maybe it'll be like forever he'll have organic webs. I don't know really what they're going to do in the movie, if he'll keep the organic webs or he'll actually have to use his web shooters again. But it does bum me out that they did not give us the web shooters just on. Or maybe even like, I'm sorry, like, I don't know a way to do it where it's like maybe have the web shooters pop in, like there's little holes on the wrist where you can pop them in, and then when you don't want to pop them in, then you could just have him where he's using, there's like holes there for the organic web. Why couldn't they do something like that? Because I do realize that now, like you could have done that where you could have left holes and people could have used it as like, oh, he's using organic web, and if you want to have him use his web shooters, you just plug them in. I feel like they should have gave you that option on the wrists for the Marvel Legends. So I will say I am a little bit bummed out. I might actually have to now get that S.H.Figuarts Spider-Man specifically because of the web shooters, because I'm a huge fan of the web shooters in the movie. I love the way the web shooters look. And the reason I'm saying this even more and more is because as you guys know, I got my hardcore Spider-Man Brand New Day suit from Sim Cosplay, or the top level like the best of the best Spider-Man suit, which you guys, if you guys want to go watch that unboxing, you can on the channel. But I love the web shooters. They look sick. I think they're probably the best looking web shooters we've seen in Spider-Man media, especially live action. I love them. I love them. They're great. Probably one of my favorite things about my Spider-Man suit is the web shooters that I have. So it does bum me out that we don't have them. You said I can 3D print some if I get the brand new day figure. Yo, Prop, if you 3D print any, you'll have to send them my way. That'd be amazing if you could do that. If you could get like a file for the and make them small web shooters so I could put them on my Marvel Legends. I'll probably glue it on or something. I don't even know. Or maybe I'll get like craft like savvy, maybe I'll make the holes myself and then plug them in if I want to. I don't know how I'll do. I'll probably glue them on. I like the web shooter look more than without the web shooter. I don't know. I love the web shooter. So I know Hasbro would never do this, but it's so cool if they had a magnetic web shooters. That would be sick. That would be fire. Very S.H.Figuarts because they kind of like do the magnetized stuff and all that. That'd be really, really cool. But yeah, it does bum me out. I just realized that now. So very much so, both of these companies repaint for the N-Swing Suit Spider-Man from Marvel Legends, and then of course a repaint of the S.H.Figuarts N-Swing Suit figure. Very much a repaint and kind of just adding the web shooters here and just giving it to the fans. A lot of people are mad about this. I'm not so much mad about this because there's not really that drastic of a difference between the End Swing Suit, and also the brand new day suit. There's not really much of a huge difference. The only huge difference is, of course, the brightness from the End Swing Suit. It just is dimmed down for brand new day. And the only other thing that I can think of is the web shooters, and then they got rid of some of the designs on the suit as well. So there's not really a huge difference where I could see why they think they could get away with it. But at the same time, I can understand people being angry because a lot of people want new things. And most people that are probably angry about this is some of the people that already have the N-Swing Suit figure from S.H.Figuarts. I probably already have the N-Swing Suit figure from Marvel Legends. So I can understand it, but at the same time, I didn't get the S.H.Figuarts N-Swing Suit. My buddy Troy did. We actually, like, it's funny enough, he got that figure. I got the N-Swing Suit Marvel Legends. He didn't get the N-Swing Suit Marvel Legends, and I didn't get the N-Swing Suit S.H.Figuarts. So it's like we kind of did the opposite. But now he's getting the Marvel Legends not N-Swing Suit, but like the version of that because it's just a repaint. He's getting that figure, and I'm getting the one that's repainted right for brand new day from Marvel Legends. But I also might get this one. I don't know because of the web shooters. Unless Prop, you want to make me them, I'll take that if you want to make me some. Yeah, I could print you some if I end up tinkering with it. Be a bet. So honestly, people who hate on good figures are people with no taste. Exactly. Yeah, you're not wrong. Exactly. Like I do find that a lot of people are taking this too serious. It's not that big of a deal. At least that's my point of view on it. I don't think it's a huge deal, but a lot of people are taking this seriously. Like a lot of people are actually upset about this on both ends. The Hulk is all brand new mold, or at least they're using the same body mold that they use for the Harrison Ford Red Hulk. I think it's very much the same body, but maybe some things are different. But I think it's a new body though, because someone I watched said it's like a whole new body, I think, for Hulk. So there's not much reuse on the Hulk body as there is with the Marvel Legends, as there is with the Spider-Man. So this is kind of, I think, like very much so a new body, but it kind of reminds me of the Red Hulk body. So, like I said, I don't pay attention enough also with the action figures to know when something is a reuse or a figure is a repaint. Like, I really don't pay attention enough. I really don't. I think it's impressive when people can do it, but also at the same time, when people do it, I think the people that can tell sometimes are the ones that are like the most angry when it's not like a new body mold, or if it's not like, or if something is being repainted, they lose their minds. Like, I don't know. I'm not in it enough like that where I get, like, I don't get angry like that about figures. Like, I'm just happy because most of the time, if it's a repaint, it means it's a figure I probably didn't get a chance to get. And it's most likely Hasbro's thinking the way I'm thinking, where it's like it gives out people an opportunity to get a figure that they didn't get before. Same as if they re-release a figure, or same as if they're like, okay, this body mold's actually really good. Why would we make a new one when we could just use this one? It's they're save. I know what they're doing, because as a company, they're saving money. So that way, like, why spend money when something is just as good right there that you can use of a body, or you could just repaint it? I get where they're coming from, because they want to save the money for new body molds and certain things, for certain new figures and certain projects. I get where they're coming from. They are a business at the end of the day, but it seems like people kind of forget that and kind of just get all angry. He said that Red Hulk is pretty much good minus the head sculpt. It's a repaint of the MCU Hulk, not Harrison Ford. Oh, really? Is this like, so this body is used before? Because it looks like the Harrison Ford one, just with new head sculpts here. But I'm gonna take your word for it, and maybe like new pants, because of the ripping is different, I think, than the Red Hulk one. But yeah, I want to say that this is relatively a new body. I don't think a lot of this is reused. And the head sculpts, I don't think the head sculpts look nearly as bad as people were saying. I don't think they look that bad, but a lot of people just don't like, I guess, where the hairline is. I don't think it's that bad. Honestly, also, you could get some black paint, probably make it a little bit lower to kind of like, you probably could tinker. I'm not going to do that, though. I think it looks fine. But like I said, I feel like you can't please everybody. And these are kind of the stills we're going by, too. Like, I would say, yeah, this kind of looks more like his look here very much so reminds me of this look. Kind of the same. I'd say they have the same hair, but someone said that this is the Infinity War Hulk that they're using, and I think, or at least I don't know if they said Hulk body. I know it's the head sculpt, and then they said, I think someone said that this is actually the Battle of New York Hulk body or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe this is just the repaint Infinity War. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of people said are pointing that out. So I will say though, in terms of how massive he is there, I think this body reminds me most of the Marvel Legends version here. I think it looks a lot more like it because how big he is. He looks a lot bigger here than I think he does in the S.H.Figuarts. I don't think he looks nearly as big here for the S.H.Figuarts as he does for the Marvel Legends. So, you said the shirt is new, but the buck looks about the same. Okay. It is interesting to hear people's perspective too, because some people said it looks brand new. A lot of people said things look kind of like the same. Who knows? I feel like we really won't know unless Hasbro says it, which I don't know I don't think Dan had an opportunity to say if like it was all new. Like, so a lot of people were saying that so it's like, that's also the thing you can't get mad at Hasbro for, is that I don't think they ever specified or said if anything was going to be a new, or going to be, if they were going to do anything that was repainted. I don't think they specified anything. I think they just put out these figures. So people can't get too angry because they never specified that these were just going to be brand new figures, new molds, and all. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't, you know what I mean? It's kind of like that, kind of like what they're going with, especially for the repainted Spider-Man here. But it is a shame about the web shooters. I don't like that at all, that he doesn't have the web shooters. Same. I feel like lately, like I said, they are doing a lot more repaints. This isn't even a new figure. I heard that the Spider Noir, which Dan didn't say when this is going up yet. I'm going to assume on the next Pulse stream, he will announce when this comes out. I'm thinking this is going to come out, maybe go up for pre-order in June, because I think that's when the next Pulse stream is going to be sometime in June. I don't think we're going to get one this May because we just got one. And they just had, CCXP Mexico. They already had that. So I don't think we're going to get any Pulse stream until probably June, so of next month. But I did hear that this is the same figure of the Spider Noir for the Into the Spider-Verse, and they just, funny enough, re-released that figure with Spider-Ham in the closed cardboard window box. They just did a re-release. I actually came across that at GameStop, and I think you can also get it on Hasbro Pulse. So they are doing it on a retro card back, And I think the only thing that is new here is the weapon, is his gun, that's painted here. That's like the only thing that actually has color too, is the brown handle of the gun. That's not in black and white. So I'm not gonna lie, I understand it's probably a repaint figure on a retro card back, but I don't own the figure, so I'm okay with it. It's not that big of a deal. I feel like they do this so people have an opportunity to get something. And also, I feel like this kind of aligns with the release of Prime Video Spider Noir that comes out this month. Unfortunately, unless I go get the Spider Ham and Spider Noir 2-pack, if I don't, like, that's the only way I'm gonna have a figure Spider Noir related for Spider Noir series this month. Like, that's the only way I'm gonna have a figure on in my reactions, is if I pick up that 2-pack on Hasbro or on Amazon, because this probably won't go up for pre-order until June, and it probably won't, or at least get announced for pre-order on a certain date in June. So, which is I think the Spider Noir series is gonna go into June. So technically, it won't be here for the premiere, but they'll be here for when we're as we are watching it. So, I mean, it is what it is. Who knows? You said, the shirt is... Oh, you okay, read that. Are you planning to pick up a new Hulk? I'm considering getting the new Spidey. I don't have an MCU Hulk. I don't have one. So, I'll definitely be picking up that Marvel Legends Hulk. I already have it on pre-order. I already have the Spider-Man on pre-order. Even though it's a repaint Spider-Man, I still want it. I'm really thinking about... I'm thinking I'm going to lean towards that S.H.Figuarts because of the web shooters. Unless you can make some for me, prop, I might actually pick up that figure. I might. Also, have you seen my Mess Toys Invincible leaks? I did see... Maybe it is Mess Toys. I did see them. They look alright. I'm not too blown away. I kind of like Jada's Invincible figs. I think they look a lot better, especially to like the series. I feel like the Mess Toys kind of look like the comic. I don't want to go for the comic look. I want to go for the series look of Invincible. So I feel like you have two different options. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think the Mess Toys looks anything like the Invincible show. I think it looks like the comic, which is not a bad thing. But I really want to go for the Jada Invincible figs whenever they're going to drop. I just hope they don't sell out. I feel like they will, but I hope they don't. There were some new leaks that came out. Yeah, I did see them. The Mess Toys ones, I did see them. Because I come across people that do toy news, and I think someone was talking about it like a couple of days ago. So, it is pretty cool. What was the other thing? I do want to talk about this. I don't know who here watches My Hero. But the My Hero kind of was it I don't even know what you would call this. I guess like final episode. I'm going to call it the final episode because that's pretty much what it is. But the special episode comes out tomorrow, which is actually insane to me that we're already here. I remember when they announced this like a couple of months ago when they ended My Hero. And then we found out there actually is a special episode coming. I can't believe it's premiering tomorrow. I just hope, because it's telling me right now, you said it said final tomorrow, May 2nd, and Saturday at 5:30 p.m. I don't know when the dub version's coming out. I hope the dub drops tomorrow. I'm hoping, because I'll be really annoyed if we don't get a dub episode for this tomorrow and they make us wait a week. They knew about this for a while, so I feel like they should have already finished doing the dub for this. I'll just be really annoyed if us dub watchers aren't going to get this till next week or until the next 2 weeks. At that point, everything will be online. I would have been spoiled for everything. I don't want to know anything about this final episode unless I am able to watch it. And it's going to annoy me. For this is the only thing My Hero we're getting. This is it. The series is over. This is it. And I just think it would be really messed up if they didn't think ahead of time. I think it was messed up that they didn't think ahead of time, that they didn't give us dub episodes with the sub episodes simultaneously. They made us dub watchers wait like a full week. Seeing spoilers, which it was very hard for me to try to dodge spoilers for sub, and until I got my dub episode the following week. So I really hope they really put thought into this and we get dubbed tomorrow. I really hope so, because I'm not watching sub. It's not happening. I don't do it. So I just hope tomorrow we get it. I really hope so. I like both, but Mess Toys is more for me. I love the Reveltech. Yeah, I've never was into the Reveltech and all that. I don't care as much. I feel like that's you're going to them for articulation. You guys know me. I don't care about that nearly as much as people do. I really don't. I pose my figure once and I call it a day. I really don't do. I don't mess around with my figures too much. I really don't. Like, I feel like for me to spend that much, I feel like I would need to actually start doing toy photography, like, a lot. And also me doing, like, what is it? What's those videos called? Like, stock motion. I'd have to start doing that to grant me to start wanting to go to more articulated figures like Reveltech and all. I don't care enough to be doing all that. But yeah, this drops tomorrow. I actually want to see if we know if the dub episode's coming tomorrow. Just one day until broadcast. I don't even know what they're calling this. What are they calling this, like, special? I can't read that. I think it's like something. I don't know. Oh, final season more? Are they calling it more episode? Oh, so My Hero Academia final season more episode. So it's called more episode. I think that's what they're calling it. Let me actually look this up. My Hero Academia. Season more episode. Dub. My Hero Academia final season special episode more, adapting chapter 431, releases an English dub globally on Crunchyroll on May 2nd. Thank you, Lord. Okay, we're good. Okay, good. I'm so glad. Oh, please I hope this is super accurate too. I hope this is accurate. I could thank you. I would have been so heated if they said, you know what, you're gonna wait a full week to get that dub episode, or you're gonna get spoiled for this final episode, seeing everything. That would have been messed up. So they at least we deserve it. Us. If you're a dub watcher like myself, we deserve it. The fact, again, I'm baffled that we had to wait essentially 2 weeks. Because it wasn't until like the end of like the week we would get an episode. So like 2 week wait for the final season of My Hero. That was so hard to do. Because like I said, I saw a lot. As much as like thumbnails, people doing edits, clips, everything. It's just so the fact that we get this special episode tomorrow and I don't have to wait 2 weeks makes me very happy. I'm glad. I don't know when this is premiering. I think it said 5. What time? I'm actually curious. Release time. I think it said 5. I think that's usually around the time we get episodes released on Crunchyroll. I think it's around like 5 o'clock. English dub of more launches tomorrow. Great news. Yes. Oh, awesome. I was worried we'd have to wait an extra 2 weeks. Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I was worried we'd have to wait like extra 2 weeks. That would have been tough. Well, the question I want to know is what time? Okay. Here we go. Release date May 2nd of 2026. Release times. Typically, Allegiance with Crunchyroll regular Saturday morning release schedule, often around 4:30 a.m. EST to 1:30 a.m. PST. That's not right. Cause I think we won't get it for Crunchyroll until what, like about like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock. They're not really specifying here. I'm gonna say drop time. US. Times vary. Is expected on Crunchyroll based on typical Saturday morning schedules. English dub, often delayed, may have a same day release for the special. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna keep a lookout. I hope it doesn't drop at like 4:30 a.m. If it drops at 4:30 a.m., I will be annoyed because I gotta be careful when I wake up. Just because I don't want to go on my doom scrolling in the morning and I come across it, so I gotta be careful. Simple as that. I just gotta be careful. I'm not trying to get spoiled for this at all. So, yeah. All right, guys. Anything else you want to talk about? It is 8:54. We did start at like 7:50 is when we technically started. Technically 7:57 if you want to get specific. I don't know if we'll be on until 10, but did anybody see my custom figures? Did anybody get a chance to check out my custom Marvel Legends I've been working on? I did post them on Instagram. I did post them on TikTok. I haven't really posted them on YouTube Shorts, which I probably should, but I haven't done. And I've been posting them to the Discord. So has anybody seen any of my custom Marvel Legends I've been working on? Because I actually did. I haven't seen your customs. Can you show me them? Yes, I could definitely show them. I'm totally down for that. Well, for starters, we can go to Instagram real quick. Hopefully I'm logged into Instagram. I really don't know. But give me a minute while I actually figure that out. Because I don't know if I'm logged into Instagram or not. And I just want to make sure I am. I want to turn that off for a minute. Just in case I have to log in for privacy reasons. Okay, let's go to my account. Profile. Alright. Cool. Alright, sec. Let me turn this back on. Which one is it? I think it's this one. Alright, cool. Alright, I'm going to show them off right now. So, first things first. Here's my Galactus. I don't know if sound's on. I don't think it is. Can you guys hear sound? No, you can't. Good. Alright, I just want to make sure there's no sound. Because I don't want it blaring. Alright, so this is my Galactus. I just finished this yesterday. So this is the Titan Galactus. This is the stock version. And mind you, for anybody out there, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, if you haven't followed me on TikTok or any other platform, Twitch, I have my link tree to all my socials in my main bio of my YouTube. So if you want to go follow my Instagram or TikTok, please go do so. I am trying to grow over there as well, and I always keep people up to date on news and things on Instagram and TikTok. So make sure to go follow me over there. It's just Zach Hero HQ on everything, so feel free to go do so. But this is the stock version of Galactus, and then the next image, or actually, wait a second. Why did it do that? Oh, here we go. And here is the custom. So this is the second slide. Here's my custom Galactus that I repainted. I am getting really good with my custom paints, like paint jobs on these figures. Like I'm getting really good at customs. So I'm very, very happy on how they're turning out. So here's image slide 1, slide 2, slide 3. And he's holding, the thing I love is that I made him hold Battle World, so that's really, really cool. And then here's slide 4. I love how, this is probably my favorite custom I've done so far, because it actually looks like there's lights on him, and it also, his eyes look like they're actually glowing. So, you said, wow, thank you, Prop, I appreciate it. Yeah, I love it. I love it. And you can just, like, what a difference a custom paint job does. Look, that's how he came. The Titan Galactus. He looks cheap. I hate to say it, but then when you do a custom paint job, what a difference. What a difference. You'd think that this was a Marvel Legends. Or like, it's crazy. You should do some blue highlights in the eyes with either way it looks great. No, like, I did do the blue highlights. You not see them, they're blue. It's blue, and then there's white. So it's giving that flare of them glowing. There is blue in the eyes. No, I painted the guy. This is how it looked when I first bought him. And then this is my custom paint job. I did this just yesterday. I repainted the Galactus. So, yeah. Okay, the next one I can show real quick is Moon Knight. You said interesting. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah. Moon Knight. I did do Moon Knight. This was the day before I did Moon Knight. Oh, it's hard to see. I have bad vision. Well, you're good. You're good. You can see a lot better. I recommend actually going over on my Instagram and seeing it in person because the images are a lot bigger. But again, stock image, custom image. I actually am going to go back to the Moon Knight probably later tonight, and I'm actually going to do the same thing I did for Galactus with the glowing eye effect. I'm going to give Moon Knight the glowing eye effect because I did relook at the Moon Knight. I'm like, it's perfect, but I do want to go back in, and especially after how good Galactus came out with the eyes looking like they are glowing, I think I could do that with the Moon Knight. But I did Battle Worn the suit where I gave it the what is it? I forget what we call it, like the watered down black paint, and I gave it a wash, and then I did go over it with my gold paint, and I think it looks a lot better, and it looks a lot more accurate to the series than how it came when it came first in box. So but yeah, I think he looks great. I'm very happy how he came out. Another one I did, which this was a while ago. I don't know if anybody's seen these, but I did do Daredevil as well. I actually made him a lot more accurate to how he looks in the first season of Born Again. My problem with this is that he didn't have the silver bits on the belt buckle. He didn't have the black on the tips of the billy clubs. There was also there's different shades of red in the Born Again suit that it just doesn't show up. Unless you're really, really looking at it, and especially it shows up a lot better in the set photos, and I actually did show that off in the set images. This is a lot more accurate to how he had it, especially in the first episode of Born Again. This is kind of that iteration of the suit, and I believe that this is the same suit he does carry over for the rest of the season. It just shots make it look like how it looked for the Legends, but this is how it should look accurately. How there's also silver buckles, different shades of red, silver, so it's a lot more detailed, and I wanted to do that. So this is what my Daredevil came out to look like. A lot more black. I actually went over it because the Marvel Legends, when I first got it, it kind of had like this bluish black look to him and I was like, I don't like it because as you guys can see here, he has the black is almost like a bluish gray. It's not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to be just black. So I went over it with I outlined all the black spots on here with black paint. I did the billy clubs, the tips of the billy clubs. I made them black. I did the silver clips, silver on the belt buckle for the DDs. I did silver clips, of course, on the clips for the billy club holster. So I just made it a lot more accurate, and I made the red a lot more accurate than what we had just from the stock version of the Marvel Legends before I painted it. So I think it looks a lot better to how it looks in the series. So this was actually my kind of not the was it the first one I did? This was the first one I did. Actually, no, I did the other Daredevils, but that's besides the point. This was the first one I did because I did redo my DDs on the Daredevils, the black ones, with the red bleeding through. But this was kind of like the first one I did to really kind of kick off. Then Wolverine, then Moon Knight, then Galactus. Like I've been on a roll these past couple of weeks doing custom paint jobs on these figures. And I'm already gearing up to plan on what my next custom is. I'm not sure yet what it will be, but I'm planning on it. He said, well, huge difference. Originally, it just looked like a toy. Now it looks realistic and almost like a mini Hot Toys. Looks awesome. Thank you. I saw the Daredevil costume. It's pretty good. Have you done anything to the articulation? No, I don't. That's the thing is I don't care about the articulation. I think these figures, especially the Daredevil, the Wolverine that just came out, the sleeveless one, all these ones I feel like have a really good articulation. And like I said, I don't know enough yet about doing the dremeling and doing all that work for articulation. So I'm not really in it for the articulation. I'm in it for the paint to look a lot better and the figure to look a lot like cleaner. And I want my figures to look more accurate than what Hasbro has been supplying us. I want it to look a lot better. So have you done anything with articulation, specifically the crunch? Because it's not great on on that figure. Oh, the crunch on this, I don't think it's bad at all. But yeah, like I said again, I'm not really posing them to the point where I feel like I need to mess around like that. All right, let's go to the next one. The next one's Wolverine. This was the one I did after Daredevil. I did the Deadpool and Wolverine sleeveless figure that we just got this year, mind you. And as you all know, on the back of this figure, he has it's supposed to be battle damage. He has no battle damage on the back at all. It's just all yellow, no battle damaging. It honestly looks like Hasbro just took a Sharpie and went over this and made little circles, and it looks very half-assed. I hate to say it, but it does. So, when I did my custom, this is how he turned out. I did a black wash. I added some blood. I made bullet holes. I actually dug in to the chest and made actual bullet holes, put red paint in there. I did the back slash, which you guys are about to see in a minute, which we'll get to in a minute in a couple of next slides. Yeah, right here. I actually added this cut to the back, and and it's not just painted like that. I actually made a deep cut in the back of the figure to make it look like he got slashed in the back, either by Wade, by Deadpool, or like by somebody else. And I was like, let's make it look really like really bloody and make it look like the blood's coming out and bleeding onto the suit. So I'm very impressed with myself, how good I am getting at this. And as you can see, the mask isn't messed up. Like the paint isn't chipping away on the mask. I did go back and I used my silver paint Sharpie and I did some edging on the mask where like I used the silver Sharpie and I went over the edges of the mask and I made it look more battle worn and it looks amazing. I have to do an updated picture to show you guys, but like it looks so good. It looks like honestly it was ripped right from the movie, if not better. Like I said, it's not accurately made where like I made it super accurate in terms of the bullet hole placement. I kind of did how they had it with the two. I think there's technically 3 bullet holes there, but I just did 2 because I didn't want to do too much. But it's not like super accurate to the way I did it. I had my own fun with it. especially with the I think he did have a cut on his back, but it wasn't bleeding nearly as much as how I have it on the back of the figure. So I just, yeah, I had fun with it. I added blood on the claws. I don't know if you guys can kind of see that. I added blood on there. But yeah, I've been really enjoying the custom figure painting. It's been really, really fun. Well, have you thought of getting a 3D printer and making your own versions? Nah, like, I haven't thought about doing that because I kind of like how everything is already placed there, and I kind of have something to go off of. I don't want to have to actually get an image and kind of be like, okay, like this goes here, this goes here, this goes there, because I'm not that good yet to the point where I feel like I could get a figure and then kind of just start doing it from scratch. I do like how I have a base to go off of and kind of make it better. So I like that. I feel like also when you make custom figures like that, I feel like that's only if Hasbro doesn't give you the figure you actually want and then you go make it yourself. So I feel like I haven't come across that yet where the bodies are great, but I think the painting can be improved on to be a little bit more accurate. So I'm taking it one step at a time. But I have thought about opening up my own business for this on the side, taking in orders and repainting people's figures or them buying it and then I'm painting it for them for a certain price. I am actually thinking about taking in like customers for this and making it a business because I am getting really good at it, to be honest. And some of these people that do custom paint jobs have been doing it for years. I feel like I'm honestly already at the level that some of these people are at that probably, it took them years to get this good. Like I'm really good at this. But I don't want to brag or anything, but I feel like when I start anything, I get really, really good at something, especially if I really put my heart into something. And I feel like I'm doing that with this. So I feel like honestly, I haven't come across anything I can't do yet, per se. You know what I mean? I saw that Pokemon is dropping a bunch of stuff tomorrow. Pokemon? Yeah, I don't care as much about Pokemon. Pokemon, I haven't kept up with that in years. I heard was the scalper fights for Pokemon cards. Yeah, I mean, people do that. People do it. Is it the Target pin Pokemon drop? Oh, geez. Great Wolverine BTW can post my custom Wolverine later on the Discord. Yeah, definitely do that, Prop. I want to see it. Yeah. Except for helmets. Helmets would be cool. I don't have a 3D printer though, so I'd have to actually get like a really good 3D printer if I was going to start doing helmets. I've always wanted to do that, but I would need a really good 3D printer before I start kind of like going that route. So that's going to be a while until I get the money to get a really good 3D printer, until I actually start looking into that, because that's a different story. That's a whole nother ball game than just repainting something. Like that's a lot, especially that's a lot of work to put into doing that. So I don't know yet, but eventually I want to dabble in that. I've always wanted to kind of 3D print stuff and kind of see what I can do. But I think that will be later down the line. Were you more of an art kid in school? What's funny is that I did like art class a lot, and I think when it came to like drawing and stuff, I was pretty good, especially when it came to paint and painting things. But like I'm really learning more now that like I really have an eye for it, and I feel like it's something that's really needed in the figure community, where a lot of people at the end of the day, like think about it, my Daredevils, which I can show you right now. Where's my Daredevil customs? This was before. This was my first attempts on the DDs. They didn't look good. I was really like, you know what? I could do a lot better. Let me go back at it. I found some toothpicks, went back at it. This is how they look now. This is how they look now. And they look a lot better. And I had the blood on Frank Castle. So, like I said, I think that there is something that's needed, because like I would have to wait for these figures. Think about how long it took before we got the black suit Daredevil from Hasbro, which is right here. Think about how long this took, and it's going to take us even a while before we actually get it in hand. But I hate to be that dude. This figure's not that great. My custom is better than this. You know what I mean? It's true though. Like my custom Daredevil that I painted looks a lot better than this. I like it. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, like this figure isn't the best. You know what I mean? I don't know if I would have got this figure if it wasn't for Jessica Jones, like them coming in the 2-pack. I actually told my brother he can actually have this, and I just want the yelling head that he has, which I don't even know if I have an image of that. Like, yeah, like the grinning. I want the grinning head. That's about it, and I'm even gonna do a repaint. Once I get this grinning head, I'm doing a repaint. Um, because I mean the black won't match very well with the nice black that I have, the black licorice black that I used on the paint. It looks a lot better. So I am gonna have to go over this again and kind of tweak some things. But yeah, I'm not in love with this the way this figure looks. I think mine customs look a lot better. You said I love 3D printing. The Vader suit in my profile picture was mostly 3D printed. I love my Bamboo Labs A1. It's awesome. Those are not bad. You can always fix things too. Exactly. That's the thing, is that they did needed to be, the DEDs needed to be improved upon, but I think I got it better the second time I did it. It looked a lot better. So Jessica Jones looks cool. Yeah, Jessica Jones looks sick. That's like the only reason why I wanted this pack, is because of Jessica Jones, which, you know, I do have this slide. I always forget. Yeah, Jess looks good. Jessica Jones looks sick. I am happy that they did do this 2-pack, because also you it saves people from having to, oh, I was able to get this one, but I can't get this one. I missed an opportunity to get that. They're packaged together. So it's nice for the people that are like, okay, like I want the Black Suit Daredevil and I want Jessica Jones. All I gotta do is buy one thing without having to go from this link to that link and trying to make sure I can get it before it sells out. It's just one thing. And I believe that I think this thing is still up on Hasbro or still up on Amazon. So you can still get this 2-pack. But I think that the customs people came out with look a lot better than what Hasbro provided. And it sucks. It sucks when you start painting and doing customs. You realize, yeah, Hasbro's kind of like not doing the greatest. Not to say I don't love Hasbro's paint apps, but like as of late, I've noticed like, yeah, they could be doing a lot better. Especially when it comes to like Daredevil and especially the Battle Damage Wolverine, like they could look a lot better. And I think I showed everybody that when I did my customs, like that's what they should look like, but they don't. The Daredevil head I would swap out. Yeah. Like I said, the yelling head I want. The kind of grinning. I want this grinning head for my Daredevil, my Black Suit Daredevil. Now the question is, I think I'm going to use this on my Battle Damage one that I made. So I'll be putting it on. Where's the figure? Here it is. I'll be putting it on this figure right here, probably, or maybe even this one, to be honest, because I do like how the blood is here when he's battle damaged. I think even this looks better than the grinning. That's what I'm saying. I think I'll put the grinning one on this one, maybe, or maybe I'll just get another figure and then put the grinning one on, like, you know what I mean, make one like look stock like this, and then put the grinning on that. I don't know. I've even thought about getting another Daredevil and doing the yellow and red suit from She-Hulk. I thought about doing that. Some people have other people have done it, but I thought about doing it myself. So, did you pre-order the Maximum Thor and Secret Wars Daredevil? Yes, I did. Speaking of pre-order, since we're here, because you guys just reminded me, I do have a pre-order coming out tomorrow. It did ship, and if you guys collected this pre-order, you probably know what I'm talking about. See if we can. This drops tomorrow. The lizard drops tomorrow. Mine shipped out, I think today, and it said it's coming tomorrow. So I'm actually pretty excited for this. I'm not gonna lie, because I wanted to use the Todd McFarlane head right here, with this lizard head, but I'm honest to God, I'm thinking about using this dinosaur looking one, and I'm thinking about putting it on my Gamerverse shelf. And Troy actually was like, because he's thinking like, oh, I think I can't put it with my retro card stuff because I have a lot of stuff there. I might put it in my Gamerverse. Zach would say something like that, and it's like, you know what? It's like, it's a good idea. Like, I could put this lizard on the Gamerverse shelf. And I actually said I might actually put this lizard with this head on and put it with my black suit Spider-Man and have them fight. I think that's what I'm going to do. Until we get an accurate lizard from the Spider-Man 2 game, I think this will be my stand-in, to be honest. I think, because this was going to go on my retro card shelf, on my retro Spider-Man shelf from the animated series. It was going to go there as a stand-in. I think it's a good stand-in. But I was like, you know what? I think I kind of want this on my Gamerverse shelf. So that's what's happening. Tomorrow when I get it, I'm going to open it up, put it on the shelf below my Gamerverse, grab my symbiote Spider-Man, and have them kind of like interact with each other. I think that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm excited. This comes tomorrow. So Hasbro paint is either hit or miss. Exactly. It's cheap and lazy, or it's pretty decent. There's not much in between. I will say it's either... I don't find it where it's cheap and lazy a lot, but with the Battle Damage Wolverine, that was the laziest I've ever seen them do. It was bad. But I kind of disagree with that. I think a lot of the times they're on point with the paint apps, and that's part of the reason why I think that I started to collect, is because I love Marvel, but it was the paint, the way that they looked. It was the paint quality, and it was just the way they would look. That's what I didn't care for. The articulation. I didn't care if a figure had pins. I got into it because of the sheer look of a figure. But once I started doing customs, I kind of started to look more into it and be like, you know what? Like, I am starting to kind of see where like some figures aren't painted the best. And another good example is I could say of that is the recent release of the was it Emma Frost, the Emma Frost Target exclusive. She just looks invisible, that figure. It doesn't even look like she's diamond form. I came across that figure today when I was out at Target. When I was out at Target today, it looks just like she's invisible. It doesn't even look like she's in diamond form. It looks bad. I hate to say it. It does not look good. It actually looks really bad. So I was actually thinking about doing a repaint for that figure and giving her like was it glittery paint to make it look like she's like diamond form. But I was like, I don't want to do that right now. I kind of want to take a break, and I kind of don't want to spend any more money on paint that I don't have. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take a break right now. If I choose to come around to it, I'll probably then buy the figure, because they had eight what was it? 8 Emma Frosts up on the Target shelf that weren't even touched. It looked like a full stock. No one's buying them. No one's buying them. I think it's because she looks invisible. She does not look diamond at all, especially on the side art of the packaging, which I do want to look this up. Marvel Legends Emma Frost. There we go. Images. You see how she has... This is what, Toy Snowman? Okay, we're good. If I click this, I'm not going to get like... So you see how she like is diamond? Here, she just looks invisible. She looks like Invisible Woman. It's dumb. I don't know why they did it like this. Or she looks like Iceman, one or the other. But see how she's diamond here? And you see how she has white eyes? They didn't do that. So that's a big miss. That your concept art looks a lot better because that's how she looks. And then your figure doesn't look like it. It just disappoints me. That's what I'm talking about sometimes, where I'm realizing as of late, sometimes Hasbro, like, they're missing. They're missing. They're slipping. And they're not doing as well. And I think it's because I've been repainting things so much, I'm starting to notice it. And this is a big one. This and the Wolverine probably upset me the most, because it's just bad. It's bad. The art looks better than the figure. That's not good. Did you pre-order the Maximum Thor? Yeah, I read that. Yeah, I did pre-order that. You said what? I mean, it's like the line work. Most figures, the color matching doesn't work a lot. Mainly what I was referring to. Yeah. I agree though with the color. The color matching didn't line up with Daredevil from the show. It wasn't very accurate. Yeah. I haven't bought any Marvel Legends since December. Oh, really, JJ? Yeah, I think you were telling me about that. Like you're happy with the ones you have. I think you told me that. I'm definitely looking forward to the Maximum Thor. He would look great next to my Marvel vs. Capcom Captain America. I know, JJ. I'm very excited for my Maximum Thor. There's a lot of reviews out. I don't know if anybody's been seeing anybody's unboxings. I just watched I think a second person's unboxing of that figure. It looks incredible. That figure looks great. But yeah, like I said, if I get this Emma Frost, I have some work to do because she looks like the Invisible Woman, or a mix of Invisible Woman or Iceman or Ice Woman. Um, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. I think it could use a repaint. So if I choose to do it, it's going to be later down the line. I'm not going to do it right away. So, but it needs a repaint. I wonder if anybody's already done one already to make it look a lot more accurate to what it looks like on the box. I don't know if anybody's added the white eyes or like sparkle paint yet, but if you guys know anybody, send me an image. You said I'm definitely looking for. Okay, read that. You said the Gamerverse line was pretty good. What happened to it? Did they just stop it? No, they didn't stop it. They're gonna do more. I think they're taking a break, but I do think there's more coming this year. I mean, mind you, we just had Juggernaut. Like that released this year. So I do think it's gonna take them a minute before they kind of like continue. But I think we have a lot more on the way. We just can't expect it every pulse stream to get a Gamerverse drop. What's up, Marvel? He said, "Yo, what's up, Zach? How you doing, man? I'm doing good. How are you? How's your Friday? Let me know." Sorry, I've been idle on a lot of these chill streams lately. Fridays have been so busy for me lately. No, you're good, Marvel. You're totally good. That's why I'm glad these streams get archived so you guys can just pop in whenever you can. I don't expect everybody to come in here every Friday. Um, it's just here if you guys want to come in. And I'm just glad that, like I said, they're up as archives. I do read the comments, so even if you can't make a chill stream, watch the archive. You know what I mean? I love watching people's archive streams. I do it all the time for Dan Who's reviews and a whole bunch of other people displaying model behavior. I'll watch their archive streams when I'm doing something or I just have nothing to watch. I'll watch it when I'm in bed and I'm getting ready to go to sleep. Like, yeah, like I'm glad that they're here and I'm glad that you guys have something to watch, especially on the weekend or a Friday night when some people have nothing to do. It's here, you know what I mean? So I'm glad you stopped in. Better late than never. So that's what's up. You said, yo, what's good, Marvel? JJ, you said I think Wave 2 of Marvel vs. Capcom will happen in 2027 or the end of this year. Okay, cool. You said doing good, thanks. JJ said I'm actually glad Marvelverse MCU figures are getting some spotlight recently, especially specifically since Doomsday is coming out. Yes, yeah, same. I can't wait for the Doomsday figures. I'm pumped. I'm very excited for the Doomsday figures. Prop, you said, yeah, my days have been busy too. My dad is back in the hospital this week. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Prop. Seriously, my dad just got out of the hospital. I think it was last month. I think it was the beginning of last month. So yeah, I get you. Hopefully, I hope he's okay. But I'm sorry to hear that. It is tough when a loved one is in the hospital. Yeah, me too. Love using the live chat replay. Yeah. Hey JJ, hey Marvel. How's it going, Beth? Hey Beth. Awesome. I love it, guys. I love how we're all saying hey and we're all catching up with one another. It's great. All right, let's go to what other thing? Oh, okay. Actually, I can talk about this because I have another figure coming in, not tomorrow, but Sunday. It's a DC figure. It's Superman. Now, what figure can you guys guess? If you guys know me, sorry to hear that, Prop. He'll be in my prayers. That was nice. Marvel. Yeah. But guys, what figure? It's a Superman figure, and if you guys know me, you guys know Like, who's my Superman? And if you guys have been paying attention to what McFarlane's been doing, you guys probably will know off rip. And I've been looking for this figure. Also, F my GameStop, bro. I hate my GameStop. That's another story that involves this. But I honestly might not give GameStop, my local GameStop, any more business at all. Because again, like, I was upset. Mayfex, we said Mayfex Superman. No. It's a McFarlane figure. But what Superman do you guys think it is? Think about, if you guys know, I don't know who's aware of the new McFarlane Superman figures that have been coming out as of late. But I'm curious. No, not Henry Cavill. But you're right on the money, though. GameStop is wild lately. Yeah, it is. Thank guys, I appreciate y'all. Of course, Prop, we're here if you need us for sure. You're close with the Henry Cavill, JJ, but not Henry Cavill. GameStop is a dying brand. Yes, it is. It is. Freaking hate GameStop, bro. But shout out to GameStop online, though, because I only had that, like, I ordered this figure, like, 2 days ago or a day ago, and it's already coming in on Sunday. So I think I ordered it on Thursday. Or Wednesday I ordered it, and it's coming in on Sunday. That's quick. That's pretty quick. Bethany, of course you know me. Yes, Brandon Routh Superman. Brandon Routh Superman figure. I am getting it. It's coming in on Sunday. It's coming in on Sunday. I am a very happy person. If anybody knows me, this is my Superman. This is my Superman. I will die on that hill. Brandon Routh Superman means the world to me. This was my first introduction to Superman as a character in general. I remember when I can't remember how old I was, but I remember the awe and, like, just the beauty and just the love I had for this character when I sitting in that theater as a young kid watching Superman Returns. It's what Superman Returns to me is what people are saying the new Superman movie is for most people, which upsets me just to even do that, because I don't like the new Superman movie. I don't like anything that's going on, but that's besides the point. This is my Superman. This is my Superman. I will always die on that hill saying Brandon Routh probably gave one of the best portrayals of Clark Kent and Superman. And I think that tonally that movie was very good. And also it honored Christopher Reeves. And I think it's the closest to feel of Superman still to this day. Besides Superman and Lois, and if they ever make a Tyler Hoechlin McFarlane figure for Superman and Lois, I will buy that because he is my other favorite Superman besides Brandon Routh. But I have nostalgia for Brandon Routh because, like I said, first introduction to the character of Superman, and probably a slept-on movie because a lot of people, and again, people's takeaway is because it didn't have a lot of action. That's a dumb take. You know what I mean? When you had the feel of Superman was there. I love it. I love it. Long story short, I can't wait for this figure to come in. I am ecstatic to get my hands on this figure, and you best believe I'm gonna have him in one of the coolest poses on my ceiling. I'm gonna have him, dude. I might run, dude. I never thought I'd say this. I might actually run around my house like a kid again and, like, act like I'm geeking. I've been waiting for a good Brandon Routh Superman figure, and I owned all the toys when I was younger from Superman Returns. I owned also the was it Kryptonite that had the glow stick? Does anybody remember that? They would sell it like at Halloween stores where you would actually put the glow stick inside the Kryptonite. I owned that. I loved it. I also owned the Superman suit. It gave you the cape and, like, the crest. And also you could, like, bend the bar. I owned everything. I owned the rippable shirt for Brandon Routh Superman. I actually owned the suit. I'm a diehard for Superman Returns, and just like the suit too. Very classic, very cool, but also a slightly modern take with the darker red. I love it. I love it. I love it. If I could own any Superman suit, this is the suit I would own. And I'm still waiting for Sim Cosplay to make a pro version of this Superman suit. Like, I'm talking raised Superman logo and all. I'm waiting for them to make that suit. And the moment they do it, Zach will be buying it. And I will be a proud owner of a Superman suit as a grown adult. So this is a big deal. I've been waiting for a figure like this. And GameStop, we're going to talk about the GameStop story. I'm going to pull up GameStop while we're here because GameStop is an ass. So I'm going to tell the GameStop story. So let's pop up GameStop's logo. And we're going to tell a little story. After I read the chat. Because I want to hear what the chat has to say. Okay, we're just going to keep that. We're going to do that. You said most GameStop sucks. Yeah. You said most of ones near me have closed. Yeah, the same for me now. It's starting to happen. Oh, the Superman Cyclops was in. The Superman Cyclops was in. Yeah, the Superman's the Henry Cavill one. You said also the reason they killed him in The Last Stand. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, because he did the Superman movie. Yeah. You said is my GameStop at least good with pre-orders on their website? Cause I'm worried I made a mistake ordering the Born Again 2-pack from there. I honestly wouldn't do that because there's a chance that your order could keep getting pushed back until they get it into their warehouse. So if I was you, Marvel, I would change it to Amazon. I would change it to Walmart, Big Bad Toy Store. Not even Big Bad Toy Store. I would do a Walmart, a Target, or like Hasbro themselves. I really wouldn't even trust GameStop online for something like that because they'll just push it back probably. He said McFarlane is pretty mid-brand, but it looks good, like a decent one. Exactly. Like, I don't collect McFarlane figures, but I have to own this. I have to. It looks so good. You said I missed it. What are we talking about, lol? We're talking about the Superman figure, but we're talking about GameStop now and my story with GameStop. So we're going to talk about that. Prop, also, thank you so much for the donation. So thank you. Let me hit that real quick. Go beyond. First donation, first super chat. $2. Thanks. Thank you all for making my week a little better. Of course, Prop. Seriously, thank you for making my week a little better. Actually, great. Thank you for making my start of the weekend really great, man. Truly, thank you. Ultra Nerd, nice to see you. You said, hey, Zach. You said, I've had some really bad experiences with Amazon lately, so that's why I tried doing something else. But if it pops up at the store, you best believe I'll cancel it. Yeah. Keep a lookout. Sometimes they get stuff in early, sometimes they don't. GameStop sucks. That's awesome, Prop. Yeah. All right. Here's my GameStop story, which again, I want to get a better thing that's not glowing like that because that's actually really annoying. Save image. We'll just save the image. Desktop. All right, because I don't want it to do that. All right. Let's talk about GameStop, shall we? So, it was 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago. Mind you, the story here is that my local GameStop told me they had one Brandon Ralph Superman Returns figure coming in. And I said, okay. And I was like, do you know when it's going to come in? They said, oh, well, it says it's in transit. It could be really any time. Who knows? And they're like, oh, you should probably just keep calling in, keep checking in, maybe call back later in the week. Mind you, they get orders in every day. So when they say call back later in the week, it could be the next day. Go in with that logic. They get product every day of the week, not at the end of the week. Every day of the week they get product in. Simple as that. My GameStop is very short-staffed. I know that. So I'm taking account for that. It's probably going to take them a minute. They also said that, oh, it might take us a minute. We have a lot of boxes. Mind you, they said 4 at first, but mind you, they get stuff in every day. So I had it build up of a while. And I think usually there's always 1 or 2 people working in my GameStop every time I go in there. Mainly like one person on the floor, one person behind the counter. And I took that, with acknowledgement. So I would just call in maybe like, I don't know, here and there, maybe every day I'll call here one moment every day, or like in a day, like one time, or maybe it's the next day I'll call another time here. Not at the same time, not at the time when they open, but just spread throughout the day. I'll give one call to GameStop, right? And I did leave them my name and number because I was like, you know what, like, just in case they do get it in, my name and number is here. I don't want them just putting it on the floor and then they sell it to somebody else when I'm clearly saying how much I want this figure. And mind you, this figure isn't selling anywhere else. It's selling but it is selling on one other place that I'm not ready to buy from this site yet, especially because they say that they have it up for pre-order. And I find that very weird when the figure is already out. So I was like, I'm not doing this. I want it now because it's out now. It's hitting stores now. But Walmart didn't have it on their website, which really bums me out. What was it? Target didn't have it on their website. And the one Walmart that did have it was like an hour to 2 hours away. So that really also annoyed the crap out of me, that the one Walmart that has it is like an hour to 2 hours away. I'm not driving to go get that. So I was like, okay, I'm really going to hunker in on this one GameStop that's local to me that says they're going to get it in. So like I said, they have my name and number. I've been calling, right? Mind you, it's their job to answer the phone whenever someone's calling. That's a part of their job. And this is the kicker. I think it was, I can't remember how many times I called throughout the week. It was the start of a new week, and I haven't really been calling every day. So I called in. I think it was 2 days ago. I call in. I say, hey, I just wanted to check in and see if you guys got that Superman Returns figure in yet. Guess what this lady tells me? Guess what she says? She says it like this. You need to stop calling here, buddy. We'll call you when we get it. That's what she said. That's what she said. Mind you, they know me there. And the fact that I got toned like that when it's your job to answer the phone. And also, there isn't any limit on how many times I want to call throughout the week. There's no limit to that. If I wanted to call 3 times a day, I could. I'm the customer. I didn't do that, but I could. It doesn't matter. The fact that she said, you need to stop calling here, buddy. Like, we'll call you when it gets here. Like, you'll get it or whatever. Like, she gave me serious attitude. And I was disgusted. I was appalled. I was like, how are you going to talk to me like that? Especially when she said, we have your name and number. So for starters, why are you calling me buddy? You need to stop calling here, buddy. I wanted to tell her, you said you have my name and number. So my name is Zach, for starters. And I can call as many times as I want because you guys get product in every day. And also, not every worker there probably does know me and knows that I want that figure. So I'm going to keep calling in. That's the only other option I have because you guys won't let me give you money to secure that figure. Which, it's funny. There's another story that led up to the girl telling me to stop calling this girl. That I went to a different GameStop to see if they had it. And the girl was super rude there. And she pretty much like, oh, dude. It's funny, because I go and me and my brother, this is after we saw Michael. And this girl, this is at a different GameStop. I asked, and I was like, because when we went in, we looked, I didn't see it there. And then the girl asked us, she's like, oh, do you need any help with anything? And I was like, yeah, I just wanted to see if you could look and see if you have a product like in a surrounding GameStop, or maybe you guys know when this product coming in. She's like, she just instantly stopped me and says, you know what? I'm actually helping someone else right now. For starters, why did you ask me if me and my brother need any help? And then you say, you do this to me and then say, oh, I'm actually doing this right now. I can't do it right now. I was like, okay. And I was like, she's like, you're better off calling just another GameStop. I was like, okay. I called another GameStop in this GameStop, which again, that I shouldn't have to do either. technically I'm asking you to please do that for me, but okay. So I call the other GameStop, and then they tell me the same thing. Oh, we're behind on boxes. Oh, it might actually be here, but we're not sure yet. I was like, okay, that's fine. Told my brother and Nick, I'm like, okay, they're behind on boxes. It's no biggie. I'll probably just check back later in the week, which I got yelled at for when the girl told me that this other girl that was at the GameStop that told me to stop calling. It was a different employee that just said, I'll call back later in the week. I was like, okay, that I got yelled at for. That makes sense. So I was like, so I told Nick that, and the girl interrupts me. Mind you, she said she couldn't help us because she was trying to work on someone's PlayStation, or bro was trying to sell his PlayStation. I don't know. Even though after she's asked us if we needed help. Bro, it's crazy. You said the store will close. Yeah, so you see the pattern here. Very negative at every GameStop I'm going to. I'm one of the nicest people too when I go into a GameStop, and I swear to God, as of late, I'm being treated like crap. It's actually crazy to me. They're on a streak right now where I'm actually, honestly, I'm thinking about closing my GameStop account. I'm actually like this close. I'm really thinking about doing it, to be honest. Because they're not helping themselves out of trying to stay in business. They're really not. So, and the girl interrupts me when I'm not even talking to her. I'm talking to my brother, letting him know what's going on, the situation. And she's like, well, why don't you just go over and go get it? I said, if you heard what I said, they said that they're behind on boxes. And she's like, oh, well, oh, cut them some slack. They're short staffed. I never said anything. I never said, oh, bro, this is bullcrap. Oh, I said, okay. I was like, I know. I was like, I know that. And then what I said I said, what I would like to do is just give them the money so that when it does come in, they could just call me and say it's here. And I could just go in and get it. It's already paid for. And the girl, she instantly started shaking her head. She was like, I was like, pretty much saying like, oh, we can't do that store. I was like, yeah, I know. I knew you were going to say that. I know store policy. There's no winning here. And that's the thing that annoys me. It's such an easy solution. And I look at it like this. It's because they don't care. That's the problem. They don't care. And me and Troy talk about this all the time. They don't care. That's the problem. They just don't care. And that's the most annoying thing. It's like, I didn't tell you to work here. You could work anywhere else. I never said that. Like, I never told you to work here. I'm giving you respect. I would like respect back. Like, the simple as that. And I was not getting it. And it was really weird to me. So my rebuttal was, I was like, this is the problem. Like, GameStops are becoming a dime a dozen. And she took that like that was like a jab at her. It's the truth. GameStops are becoming a dime a dozen. They are. Do you know how many GameStops closed in the past year for me? Between last year and this year, or like the year before into last year into this year. It's crazy. There's only 2 GameStops I have left near me. That's it. Just 2 GameStops actually near me, and then there's one a little far out. And I'm in the 2 places that I'm probably again, that are my local GameStops that I've been nothing but nice to, and they know me because I usually come in there quite often. We're just being very rude. I don't know where it's coming from. And I'm just this close from being someone that says, don't shop at GameStop. I'm honestly not shopping in store anymore. I can tell you that right now. I'm honestly thinking just doing online shopping if I'm going to do it. Hence my Superman, because that's the only place I could get it is online. So yeah, honest to God, I do best believe once they do call me and they do tell me they have that Superman figure. Oh, bro. I'm actually gonna go in there. I'm probably gonna be like, oh, I'm not getting this figure. They're gonna be like, oh, are you checking out today? I'm like, it might be the villain arc.
I'm gonna be like, no, I'm not checking out today. I'm closing my GameStop account. Yeah, I'm gonna close my GameStop account because of the way I was talked to. It's crazy.
It's crazy. I'm not, bro. I'm not playing around. It's gotten to the point now where GameStop really is a joke. It's a joke. Zach, if they give you the figure, say thanks, buddy. You should say, yeah, seriously, thanks, buddy. I should be like, wait a second.
What is it? Thanks, buddy.
I should do that, seriously. It would be crazy as hell. I should, because I don't get it. It's just it's a really funny thing. They don't even care if they go out of business. Let me talk to your manager. I have a gift card I need to use for GameStop. Seriously, honestly, I am gonna go in there and I am gonna be like, I was talked to really crap. Like cause I'm dead serious. When they call me for this figure, I'm actually gonna bring my figure in and be like, oh, I'm not here for the figure. I already have mine. I'm here for the way I was talked to weeks ago. Cause I guarantee the reason I'm specifying weeks is because I'm probably not gonna get that call until weeks later. Probably by the time we're like in the middle of May, I probably won't get that phone call. For starters, I'm gonna literally be like, for starters, one, not here for that. Have my Superman. Two, didn't like the way I was talked to a couple of weeks ago. Three, by the way, I'm reporting that person. Three, I'm closing my GameStop account and I want a gift card. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, I'm about to go in there, like, cause yeah, I was jaw to the floor when she said you need to stop calling here, buddy. The fact you say that to a customer is wild to me. It's crazy. GameStop ain't gonna survive with the rap of Zach, bro. Bro. I might
Activate interrogation mode.
Yeah. I'll be like,
Remember me?
yeah, it's just gonna be funny. It's just, I don't know. It's just sad. It's just sad because I always rooted for GameStop. I always tried to be like, go in, get physical media. And it sucks because it's like GameStop is the place I go to for collectibles because they get more stuff. I feel like it switches around. Sometimes Target can get more than GameStop. Sometimes GameStop can get more than Target. It's one of my stops I hit when I go to, because I have a Target by my mall. I have GameStop in the, you know what I mean, in my mall. I have just in surrounding areas where I just make it a part of my pit stop. My rounds when I go to the mall, I don't even want to go in there anymore the way I was talked to. Like, simple as that. Like, you don't deserve my business if you're going to tell a customer to stop calling. It's like, I'm baffled. It's crazy to me. I couldn't, it's just baffling. But I just had to tell that story time. I haven't done a story time in a while, but it's crazy. It's just it's crazy. And it was both ends too. The energy is traveling to different GameStops. I swear. I don't know. GameStop needs to get better with their hiring process, because employees nowadays, I'm not going to say all GameStop employees, but like as of late, something's in the water because they're just acting on a different level. They're just on demon time. I don't even know. Again, the Zach haunts you. War flashbacks. Zach could hit them with his Marvel Rivals alt. Flashback's getting clobbered by Winter Soldier sweats. That's the thing about employees now. They just don't care about the products and customers. As long as they get paid $15 an hour, they gonna work. Yeah, you right. Don't mess with Zach with his hungry for Superman Returns Superman. Exactly. GameStop ain't gonna survive with the rap of Zach. You said gift card. I'm just reading back the chat, guys. There was a lot I missed because I was telling the story. It's a shame on them for treating you that way, and as loyal as you are, that's garbage. Thank you, Marvel. I appreciate it. Seriously. I'm leaving a bad review. Thank you, Prop. Seriously, like, it's crazy. They don't even care if they go out of business. Exactly. You said, Zach, if they give you the figure, say thanks, buddy. I love that one. Alternate, that had me cracking up. My favorite one closed. The bad one had better sales is still open, and some of the people were transferred there. That's tough. Low-key sad too, because they have potential to sell fire things by themselves. Yeah. That's why they have GameStops in malls now. Standalone stores aren't getting that much traction. Exactly. Like my GameStop, my main one, is the only GameStop in the mall that's left. I think in Pittsburgh. No, I won't. Yeah, I know you guys know where I'm from. But like in my area, like is the only one that's left. It's crazy. Um, what did you say? Covered that. Things are not as serious as they act like. Exactly, Marvel. Like, it's not that deep. Exactly. You know what's ironic is just watching some of those prank videos. The guy that tries to sell fake consoles, and they were all overly aggressive as hell and threatened to call the cops. Yeah, GameStop not got the Mark and the spaghetti situation, but the difference between them is GameStop doesn't win. Yeah. You said when we had Funko Land and EB Games, GameStop used to be good. Yeah. Is the Superman fig only sold on GameStop? No, but like that's it's the only place that actually has it is GameStop online. Walmart's not selling it online. They're not. I can't even find them in stores, and they've been getting them, but I can't find them in any of my local stores except the one that's an hour away. And then, my sister's my sister's friend's husband is selling it, but he has it on pre-order, and I'm not waiting that long on a pre when that figure's out now. Like I don't want to wait. Yeah, Zach, hop on that villain arc. That is mom and pop. That is mom and pop. I started only using GameStop online. I found a better local shop. Yeah, that is a mom and pop. That's sick. Call corporate. Yeah, you know what's funny is that corporate, they don't even have a number for corporate. It's an email. I have to email. They don't even have a number. Leave a negative review. I'm honestly thinking, I think my brother reported them. Funny enough. Store will close. I have my ass off. They too good for your money, I guess. Or yeah, I guess I am. Yeah, or at least that's what they feel like, I guess. A minimum wage moment. Got to feel powerful somehow. Exactly. I guess so. You put it accurate, prop. You did. Yeah, I'm definitely wouldn't go back if I were you. Makes me not want to go anymore. Exactly. It's just crazy. I can't even get a Superman figure without a Karen ruining your day. Oh, GameStop, bro. Seriously, Ultra Nerd. Reverse Karen. Yeah, reverse Karen, lol. Hey, Beth. So, okay, yeah, I think I caught up to everything. Okay, cool. Um, you said, will we get Blade before GameStop shuts down? I don't know. That's a great question, Lawrence. Will we get GameStop, or will we get Blade before GameStop shuts down? Who knows? Was it? It's typical. Wait, it's despicable that they employ people. They employ wait, you said they employ people like that. Honestly, it is. It's crazy. Like it's like if you're not a people person, or if you don't like to answer the phone, or if you don't try to do any of that, then why are you working there? It's like they just I don't know. I don't know why. It's like they just they're very negative and just aggressive. It's I don't know what's going on. Like I said, it's usually not like that. And I found it wasn't until I feel like this year where they seem very negative. I don't know what it is. Like it's sad. The people that really knew me don't even work there anymore. I think they got out because, or maybe they got let go. I don't even know. But they were nice. They would actually like help me, and they were actually like upbeat, and they were actually nice. But I don't know. Who this girl was that talked to me like that, but she sounded familiar, but I don't know if I ever saw her in person when I went into my GameStop. But like I know her voice now of the hey buddy, you need to stop calling. I know her voice now, so like she can't hide. So I'm like, but like, so next time I go in there, I'm gonna be like, oh, you're the one that told me to stop calling, buddy. And I'm gonna put her just on the spot and see what she says. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm not buying anything here again. And I report. You know what I mean? Like, I know now. Like, I'm good at when I hear someone's voice or hear something, I remember. So it's like, I'll know. Should have used a voice changer. You said, perhaps on the buddy part. Yeah. Our preference on the buddy part. Buddy, you told me stop calling. Buddy. Like, say it like, yeah, touch of sarcasm. You need to stop calling, buddy. Yeah, like she was like, mind you, this was in the beginning of the day. And mind you, funny enough, they'd stop. I was wondering if they weren't answering my calls because anytime I would call those past couple of days, they weren't picking up the phone. And I told my mom, I'm like, I think they're ignoring my calls. And she's like, nah, probably not. They're probably just busy. I was like, yeah, you're probably right. But then when she told me to stop calling buddy, I was like, yeah, they've been avoiding my calls. I'm like, you can't do that. I'm like, you cannot do that. I am the customer. You are the employee. You can't dodge customer calls. Like, I was like, if corporate knew that, you would be probably fired on the spot. It was wild. It's just, I don't know. But L to GameStop. I don't know if I'll be shopping there again, specifically in store, unless I get that call to confront the girl that talked to me like that, or just like tell whoever in there I'm closing up shop, closing my account. I want nothing to do with them. I'll be buying online. If anything, I will not be buying in store. Somehow they need way nicer employees, man. I agree. How are so many of them consistently miserable? It's insane to me. Exactly. I don't get it, but something needs to change because I've noticed it more this year than I think I've ever noticed it at a GameStop. Like specifically, like all of the people I knew at my local GameStop, the one that's also a little far away from me, the one that's nearest to me, but not the one, my main one I go to, all the people I talked to that were genuinely nice and that actually would do launch parties for certain games, like the Spider-Man launch party that I did over, my Spider-Man launch party that I did for, the Spider-Man 2 game, that stream, they did that one and they hosted it at a different GameStop. It was like the other one that's closest to me, but not my main one. And then they also did one for my brother's Mario game, for the Mario Kart for the Switch 2. I think it was the Switch 2. I can't remember. I've lost track of how many Switches there are, but maybe it's the Switch 2. Long story short, those people that would do launch parties are gone. So it's like, I think to myself, we probably won't get a launch party for the Wolverine game because either A, they got fired, the nice employees, or B, they just decided to leave the nice employees because they couldn't stand how they were being treated. One or the other. But it's just a sad world we live in because, again, that's why physical media is dying, because you have people like this that represent physical media and also in-store buying that make people want to do online shopping. This is the situation that we are in. I said, I've had employees ignore me a lot too. I don't know. It's crazy. That's crazy, Marvel. No one should be ignored, especially trying to get like a product. Like, I don't know. It's baffling to me. It's wild to me. But guys, it is 10. I'm glad I had such a fun time tonight that like I honestly wasn't planning on staying on until 10 tonight, but it just happened. I'm glad that I did because I had a blast talking to everybody tonight. And I feel like that's how it always goes when we have a good chill stream. Time flies, and this was a good one. I'm glad I was able to do my story time. I'm glad I was able to get that off my chest because it was really annoying to me how I was treated. And I told Beth the other day, I'm like, because I called her after it happened. I was like, I can't believe I just got talked to like that at my GameStop. I'm like, that's crazy to me. This person must be new, or I've only met this person maybe once. But even then, no one should be talked like that. over calling in to see if a product came in. That's ridiculous. It doesn't grant someone to talk to someone like that. That's crazy. So I don't know. I'll keep you guys up to date though, whatever ends up happening. I don't know what will happen, but I'll keep you guys up to date. But he said, yeah, they would fire the nice people, of course. Yeah. But guys, yeah, that was the chill stream on May 1st, Friday, May 1st. Like I said, I'm not sure if we'll be doing a chill stream next Friday because Friday is May 8th of next week. And that is my birthday. I will be turning 27 next week. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm hoping to do Cheesecake Factory next week. And then I don't even know what else I'll probably do next week. Maybe I'll even try to go out for a toy hunt for my birthday. Maybe early in the day, and then maybe hit up Cheesecake Factory or vice versa. I know I wanted to see Mortal Kombat either on Thursday or Friday. Maybe I'll also try to do Mortal Kombat maybe later. Who knows how the day's going to plan out, but it's going to be kick-ass next week. So I probably won't see you guys next Friday. If I do, I'll let you guys know if there will be a chill stream next Friday. I'm not too sure. Probably not. But if I change my mind, I'll probably let you guys know on community or let you guys know on the Discord in the chill stream part of the Discord. That's how I let people know if we're doing chill streams or just on chill or chill stream, whatever. But also this upcoming Tuesday is the finale of Born Again Season 2. So I'll see everybody Tuesday at 7:50 p.m. EST. That's of course when we will start the pre-streamer for the pre-show discussion for episode 8 of Born Again Season 2, the finale. And then we technically go live at like 7:57 is technically when I start the live, but we technically go live at 8. That's usually when like we go from 8 until 8:30, and then of course we're going to do the watch party over on Twitch, and of course we'll be back at 10 p.m. EST for the spoiler talk for the final episode of Daredevil. So that's crazy. Final episode of Daredevil this week. Episode 6 of The Boys this week. I haven't watched episode 5 yet. I do got to do that. I have to do a reaction tomorrow. And then we have the finale this upcoming week on Monday for Maul Shadow Lord. I've been doing reactions for The Boys, Maul Shadow Lord, Daredevil Born Again Season 2 over on Patreon. If anybody's interested, join the $5 or $10 tier. But most of all, I'll see you guys next week for the streams for Daredevil. And if you guys want to go check out my reactions for Daredevil, Maul Shadow Lord, The Boys, Season 5, it will be there. They are up. If you guys want to go check them out right now. The latest episodes of everything is up right now. You said tonight was great. I needed this. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad, Prop, I was able to help out, and I'm glad I was able to make your night better. So that's what's up. You made my night better, so I appreciate it. You said have a good weekend. Glad I got to stop by. Yes, Marvel, thank you. I'm glad you were able to stop by too. As you said, yeah. You said also, yeah, happy birthday to you early. Thank you, Prop. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You said Maul too. We're going to all sing you a happy birthday on the Discord, bro. Trust. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, Prop. That's what's up. Great stream. Thanks for showing up, Zach. Thank you. Well, thank you for showing up. Seriously. Have a great weekend and happy birthday. Thank you, Lawrence. I appreciate it. I'll probably try to make some like notice on. I'll probably show anything I have off. If I don't get on stream next Friday, I'll probably show if I have any figures. If I get anything, I'll probably show some stuff in the Discord. Especially, I don't know if I'll get anything on my cake this year. Probably not, because my cake place that I get my cake doesn't do pictures on cakes anymore. I don't know. There's another place I do know that does it, but I don't know if I'll be doing it this year through them. So who knows? Just keep a lookout for any streams next week. But as always, guys, I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.